Hi, guys. Welcome back. It's January.
Happy New
Oh my,
Year.
wow. Welcome back to the Messy Middle. We are here and we're getting stronger than ever. I'm Teresa.
And I am Irene. And before we jump in today, we want to tell you something important about this month. Teresa, do you want to start us off?
Yeah, I think we're going to do January a little bit different, right? Instead of
Hmm.
your new year, we're dedicating this month to one simple theme. You're coming back to yourself.
I love that, right? It's not about a new you because nobody is ever really new. But January doesn't have to be about fixing ourselves, right? We wake up on January 1st, like, yeah, I'm going to be new. We have like all these big, huge, audacious goals. But I think more importantly for us women, it's about finding ourselves again
Mhm.
after this crazy season, right? From I feel like from like November to the end of December, it's like we give everything, we overcommit, and honestly, we're just trying to get through everything, I feel.
100%.
Yeah.
So I think what we're gonna do is like each episode this month, we're gonna have it designed to help you process, reflect, and gently reset without pressure, guilt, or that energy hustle.
Exactly. I completely understand. So, ladies, if you're listening and thinking, I should feel refreshed, but I'm actually feeling exhausted, this month is definitely for you. And I can tell you, I am exhausted. So, Teresa, tell us about the holidays. What was going on?
Oh.
I
So
know.
this year, let's say it out loud together.
Ready? One, two, three. The
The holidays
holidays
were
were
hard.
hard.
So hard. Um, I mean, I think I've been sharing with everybody, like, my struggle this year with
Hmm.
like juggling bills, life. Um, it was just hard.
And I know you're not ungrateful, right? Because we are ungrateful and we love our family, we love our friends, and we love everything that comes with the holidays. But I know for both of us, we were both emotionally wrecked afterwards.
Ugh.
I couldn't even function. And the last 2 weeks, they're like, oh, yeah, you have 2 weeks off from work. No, they've been emotional. I've been an emotional mess.
Yeah, it was like honestly, it was leading up to it that was the hardest for me.
Okay.
Because it was the pressure of like getting the house decorated, even though every year the kids don't really seem like they're like excited, but because I wasn't doing it on their time, they were
Mm-hmm.
like upset that I didn't get it done. Um, Buying gifts, like the pressure, right now I'm the one who's doing everything, and it's like the pressure of like the bills and then the buying and then like, well, how do I juggle this versus that? Being generous, like I'm a
Mm.
very generous person. Like I like to give my mailman something. Like I like to like get like the little kids that that have been nice in my neighborhood a little something. Nothing big, but I am a very generous person. And I'm pretty organized in my messy way. No pun
It's okay.
intended. But while holding everything together, like it was a lot. It was a lot.
Yeah. And then January 1st comes around, or even like today, you wake up and you're supposed to be like, all right, great, let's go. Time to be motivated. It's like one of those old, what was his name? The fitness guy. What was it? Gene Simmons?
Oh.
No. You know
Yeah.
who I'm talking about. And maybe it wasn't Gene
Christine
Simmons because he's
Simmons.
from Kiss, but whatever the case may be.
Oh.
And
Oh.
maybe it is his. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's like we have this emotional hangover, right? And I don't really drink, so I'm not, in like I don't have like that next day hangover from the drinking, but that emotional hangover from after the holidays. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, wait, what? Like I need a nap and I need a minute. Like I just kind of need to get myself together and like get back into routine again. And this pressure, right? Everybody's like gung ho, Jen. Like I saw people yesterday posting on their social stories that I'm back at the gym because that's what I do on January 1st. No, bitch, that's not what we do on January 1st. And it's like, why do we have to bounce back so quickly? Why can't we just come back into ourselves?
100%. Like I think like we deplete ourselves, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when we deplete ourselves, it's not that it's like weakness, right?
No.
It's because it's emotionally taxing. It's a signal that like our mental health is affected, our emotional health. As women, we carry this heavy, heavy load to do it all. And I have to say, I do love it. If I was financially set right now, like this would be a very different conversation with you and I. But because I have the cost and like the heaviness of everything, it is emotionally taxing for me right now. And it's depleting me. And it's also like I'm judging myself, like, right?
Mm,
Like, so
don't
like
do that.
I want to not deplete myself and I don't want to judge myself. So I want this year to be very different for myself.
And I feel we are going to make it different. I feel because we're so aware of it now. And the first step is awareness, bringing awareness to our listeners that we're already having these meaningful conversations. And what people don't realize is that a lot of what makes the holidays hard is that it's not visible. It's that mental and emotional exhaustion. And I know for me, the last 3 weeks of December has really taken a toll on myself mentally and emotionally, right? Between dealing with emotional things with my dad that's going on, right? His health is not the best. Dealing with my daughter and her high levels of anxiety that just like literally tore our family like down to the bare bones. Like that was hard. And then having to come on Christmas Eve and Christmas and New Year's and just be like, woo, yay, I'm here. No, I can't just snap back. Like you said, I'm feeling depleted. And there's always a cost, right? There's always a cost for us women to hold everything together. And I'm definitely feeling it a lot more this year than other years, 100%.
I know, and it's like no one talks about like January's here, right? And
Hmm.
then like I am a person who writes in my book every day. I set out
I
goals
love
for
that.
myself. But it's like are are we talking about like January's now like that lonely you feel lonely month because all of the excitement of those holidays is over and then like reality sets in, like all everything changes like this year. Usually I'm one of those lunatics that like the day after Christmas I take everything down because I'm
Oh
like
my
I'm done with
gosh.
it.
You do not
But
want
I'm
to
like
come to my house. The tree and the decorations are up to like January 20th because we can't just get our shit together.
well, I have to say this year because like I was like maybe this year I need to do something different. Like maybe like I keep it up to like January 6th or
Hmm.
little Christmas
That
and
would be nice.
I do it a little bit different. I mean, obviously the insides of my like OCD is like crawling through my veins and I'm like, okay, okay, it's fine, it's fine. But I was like this year I have to do it a little bit different because maybe in the past it didn't work, I don't know.
Right. And I think by leaving the decorations up, like, I don't know about you, Teresa, but I love sitting at night or even in the morning before the kids get up, sitting by my Christmas tree, putting the lights on, and it's so calming and so quiet. And after this emotional rush and the craziness, and like you said, what you're feeling this year with that financial drain, for me, it's more of the mental and emotional drain that comes with what's going on with my family. That quiet is so needed. Like my body craves it. Like I sit on the couch with my coffee or my tea and I sink into the couch and I just feel my whole body just melt into that couch because it knows that this is Irene's time. This is the time where she gets to sit quietly and actually enjoy the quiet and the lights and just really, like you said, just think about my day. Think about what I'm grateful for and set that tone. And we haven't done it. I haven't done it in like 6 weeks. So
Well,
I'm
this is why
really
you
looking forward to just letting all those emotions just surface instead of pushing them down and numbing myself.
well, but I was just gonna say this is
Oh,
why
sorry.
you and I are so different because yes, in the beginning when the tree goes up, I enjoy it. I put the tree on. I was like, wait, why isn't the tree on? Got to plug it in. Got to get it. Now I'm like, if I plug it in, it's reality. It's still up. I want that damn thing down. I want it down. I'm holding myself back. I'm not letting it go down. So it's like it's so funny. You and I are so different, which is good for our listeners on how opposite we are. Um,
Absolutely.
because my damn tree down. I'm like, I'm in a stray jacket right now, not to take it off.
And meanwhile,
Um,
if I can have the tree up without being a Christmas tree, but just like the softness of the lights, I would have that up all year because I love how that feels. So,
well, my
you know,
sister put up her tree early this year and
okay.
she had it decorated it for Thanksgiving and she did a Thanksgiving theme. And at first I was like, I'm gonna walk into her house and be like, oh, that's great. But I walked in her house and I was like, oh my God, that's so beautiful. It looked really, really nice.
So wait, let me ask you a question. So she decorated it for like Thanksgiving, I'm assuming in like orange and browns and whatever, and then she took those decorations down and put up Christmas decorations?
Yeah, it looked
Wow.
amazing.
Wow. Okay. I wish I had that energy, but I didn't. We barely got our tree up by like December 15th, and it was late for us because we just, like I said, there was just so much going on, and I had to prioritize other things, right? The tree was not on the top of my list this year. So,
Same. I mean, for me, it was same. Like, it was tough. So let's
so
reframe January,
yeah. Okay.
right?
So, what if
Um,
we say that January is not about pushing ourselves forward and pushing ourselves to like be this happy go lucky, but about thinking of what the holidays brought up for us?
okay, so we're not going
I
to
don't know.
reinvent ourselves, right?
No, no, we're not going to reinvent ourselves. Absolutely not. No. I
I
think
love
it's
that.
about, go
So
ahead.
like,
Yeah.
no, no, you tell me, because you're
Okay.
you're you're
So,
you're like the one that's more spiritual and brings us back to
no,
reality.
but I no, I love the fact that you said we're not reinventing ourselves. It's kind of what do I need now in my life and not
Hmm.
what I should be doing because the holidays and everything that it brings with it and work and the shopping and the finances and many of us are have more than one job. Right. We don't just have our day 9 to 5 job. We have a job after work. And then we still have a job when we come home to take care of the kids and the cooking and the cleaning and everything else. And it's like maybe we don't think about what we should be doing, but maybe what do we need?
Okay, so I love this. So we're gonna design this month
Mm-hmm.
to meet you where you are.
Yes.
Tired, reflective, curious, and maybe a little lost, right? I
Mm-hmm.
feel like I check all those boxes. Like that's
Yeah.
me right now.
And I think also it's also about going slow and giving ourselves permission to go slow and slow things down and to unpack what drains you. And like you said, like what you do every morning, setting that intention and reflection, I do that at night. And we both, like we said, we're opposite, but we're also very similar, like writing down what drained you today. What is the universe trying to teach you? Why does this keep coming up? And then if when we slow down to really think about it, we unpack it. And now we know how we can move forward. And the great thing about what we did is that our episodes in January are going to build upon each other. So what we talk about today, ladies, we're going to, touch upon it in the next episode.
I love that. So
Hmm.
you don't need answers yet, right? You just need space to breathe and be honest. And I think the biggest thing that we all forget to do is to be honest with ourselves. Yes, this year I'm turning 50. Yes, this year I want to get my finances in order. Yes, this year I want to get back into the gym and not compete with other females at my age, but compete within myself. Set goals that I hit myself and be honest with myself. Like I feel like this year it's just about being honest and being honest with ourselves, setting a goals up for ourselves.
Love that. The honesty, I think, is going to be the key thing that's going to help move us forward. And you're not doing it alone. You're not doing it in a silo. We're building a community here, right? Teresa and I got together and we said we're going to do this together. And whoever is listening, you're doing it with us. And over the course of the next month, we're going to give you our tips, our habits, our rituals, our routines, things that we're going to be doing throughout the month of January that's going to set us up for success for the rest of the year. And like you said, Teresa, we're going to work on some hard things. I know I have to work on that mental and emotional piece for my father and for my daughter and supporting them. We also have a financial strain as well. So by putting it out there and being honest, it just makes it so much easier to talk about it because I know I'm not the only one that feels this and I know you're not the only one that feels it. Everyone, we're all together in this.
I love this. Like,
Yes, I do
so,
too.
I mean, I feel like if the holidays were hard, you're not alone.
Mm-mm.
It's so scary to say to somebody when everyone's like, "Oh, Merry Christmas," "Happy New Year," and you're like, "Ooh, I'm so glad it's over." Like, you're not. That's okay, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and you're not behind. Like, it's today is day one for you, not for anybody else but yourself.
Right. And that day one looks different for everyone. And I feel like that's what's unique about our podcast. We're not giving you the prescription. Nope, because the prescription is going to look different for everyone's life, for where you are, and for what you're feeling. What we're giving you is a framework, a structure, and you make it fit into your life. You take those pieces that you like, those pieces that fit, those pieces that resonate with you, and you put them into your life because it's not a one size fits all. So it's about coming. I feel like January for us, like we said, is going to be about coming back to ourselves.
I love that.
It's just the
So next
beginning.
week I think we're going to talk about, what your version of a New Year's resolution is, right?
Hmm.
It doesn't have to be this massive list. It could
Mm-mm.
be habits, it could be goals, it could be not the version of that hustle. It could be whatever is right for you. So I'm going to do some reflecting this week to see like how I want to change some of my habits, how I want to commit to myself, and what I'm going to do to better myself.
I love that. I love that. And so next week when like Teresa said, we're going to unpack why resolutions fail. It's not about resolutions, but actually it's about how we set intentions that can support our life and what changes in real life look like. It's not what we see on social media. It's not the face that we put on when we walk into the office on Monday morning, and it's what it looks like in midlife. This is our life. This is what we are. So,
I love that. So next week, I think we're going to be honest. We're going to have another conversation, which I love our conversations. I'm
I do
sad we
too.
missed a couple of them. Um, and we're going to put no pressure on ourselves,
No.
and we're not going to pretend, right? Like I
Mhm.
think that's the hardest thing. And I am a big believer of telling everybody everything's fine. Um, and I think that's always like everyone says, oh, you're not really being real. But I think this is going to be my year to be real, but to myself. And I think
Yes.
that's important.
Yeah, absolutely. So if any of this resonated with you ladies, please like, comment, share the podcast with your friends. Remember, we're building a community of real, messy, unfiltered conversations. And with that, we will see you next week on the Messy Middle Unfiltered. Bye for now. Mwah.
Bye.